Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. Last time, well, we brought our way out of coalition war with more or less at least of 3 minor nations, and also the fact that we handed over 1,000 ducats worked out pretty much in my advantage. We also screwed over both Castile and also Portugal. We are basically now set to take them pretty much out in the next war. All that remains is to find that damn little Portuguese island that's hiding over here somewhere, but I think I can go for basically taking at least these 3 provinces, and then I can just take their capital next time or something like that if I don't get anything else. These 4 provinces here should be aggressive expansion free, and once I've taken these, we are basically set to move on and start working on Aragon. So I kind of tempted to keep on keep a hold on Burgos, just for the fact that I can then use it to, well, attack these guys. So I'm pretty sure I actually have a truce with them. They were in the coalition against me, so I'll have to wait a little while. But as you can see, they do have some pretty annoying allies with France and Austria. France is not actually someone that I want to fight just yet. We are not actually strong enough, I think, to fight the French. We are not. We are basically equal, and I think that my triple manpower could actually make me pose a challenge to them, but I don't want to fight them yet. I want to wait out a little while. And I also am kind of tempted to try and go after England, so we'll probably wait until we get that next idea. And we'll probably take these diplomatic ideas, get the diplomatic relations +2, and also some more reputation, and then we can start causing trouble. Hopefully we won't have to take the exploration ideas, that we can find or see this island before too long. I believe there is a decade left, and then we'll be able to see it automatically. I might be wrong though. I'm also pretty sure we can't actually westernize yet, so yeah. I'm pretty sure we're actually ahead in tech to most people. So if we continue this way, we should be able to keep on just growing in power and then beat them that way. But we'll have to see how we'll actually deal with that. For now, it's also kind of tempting to go after the Polish here, take Ukraine, simply to get this middle area. But for now, we'll simply focus on taking the Mediterranean coast. We have Fez as another vassal, so that's not a problem either. We can start fighting Morocco if we do desire it. But for now, we'll wait a little while and just more or less bide our time. No real reason to get too uppity already. So we'll just continue to get our troops back to the mainland. At least 1 troop back to the mainland, I think, or proper Ottoman. And then we'll take back these 4 smaller nations, and then we'll wait 5 years and take these. We'll probably also fight Hungary and Venice during this session, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'll simply take these 4 1 province minus back, and then we'll see what we'll do. Time for another war on Hungary, as you might imagine. So we'll do a show superiority war here. It should be a very simple affair. They have less than 10,000 troops, so it should be simply siege and, well, siege and end it. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Aim here is to grow. We'll take these 3 back for Croatia, and also these 2 if possible, handing them over to Croatia, and then I guess we'll fight Venice for the sake of getting Epirus back, and also Corfu, and I'll also force them to give up Dalmatia and Istria if possible. So we'll see how that goes. Luckily, also I do not actually have any smaller nation in this area, so I can bypass that at the very least, which is of course positive. But for now, I'll try and hunt down the Hungarian army and get it destroyed before it actually starts causing me some issues here. Shouldn't be a problem though, I think. So the King of Burgundy dies, and who got his lands? Of course, Austria. So now that I am actually pretty close to starting causing some trouble for them, they get a lucky event that bails them out. But of course, with me on their doorstep starting to cause some attrition and problems, I don't think that they're out of the troubled areas just yet. So as you can see, we're also more or less done with... What the hell? Yeah, I probably didn't press full annexation, did I? Wow, that is hilariously bad. That is so bad that I want to go and cry. I'm so used to it. I probably just missed the button by a tiny little bit, and that screwed me over. Can happen, and of course it happened today. Well, I guess I'll deal with that sometime or some other time, I guess is the right way of saying it. With Leon converted, we'll probably just sell it now to either Navarra or Galicia, depending on who can take it. And apparently there we have the Hungarian army back. Didn't actually notice that. So we'll go and deal with that straight away. We'll also make sure that we annex Ramazan this time and do the same with Dolkadir in the next war when we go after the 3 other miners that were released. So yeah, I'm kind of yeah, we need to join this these armies up to simply have a fighting chance here. I hope that I can march these guys up here before. No, we won't actually make that. So unfortunately we'll have to abort the siege and try and catch up with them and save that army. It would be, of course, very unfortunate if we actually lose that battle, but this is what happens when you don't pay attention, so don't do what I do. But I'll go ahead and fight this battle with Hungarians, and then we'll see what happens. Admin Tech 5 has been reached, Constable and Temples, which give said buildings, so not really that interesting. This is kind of interesting though. There are Sunny Zealots in Montenegro, and that actually puts me in a position where I can get that province for free. It's also just 2 years until I can take these by force, and also just about a year until I can fight Portugal again. So I definitely need more troops, or a bigger army more or less, so I won't actually have to ship troops back and forth all the time. But once I get 1 or 2 more units, then I'm basically set to make this work without having to fuss around more or less. As you can see, the war against Hungary is basically done. The only real problem here is that will take a little bit of time to, well, do the finishing touches. But the war is virtually over, although I did forget to siege that one province. So it's, as you might imagine, over, and that should be helpful. For now I can start the process of getting my troops sent over to Spain again, so we can start another war there. So I'll march these guys down to the ships, and we'll be sending them straight away, I think. Also, time to well, I have to focus on trying to get these loans repaid, but it's basically they're basically done, so it's not really a anything to fuss about. And also due to the fact that I do have the Gazi, or I'm actually getting a positive manpower gain even in the middle of war. So that'll definitely give me a edge over everyone else. Definitely. So that's good. But for now, I think this is 12,000 men. We'll join them up and see. No, that's a little bit too many. I guess I'll have to do that one. It's not really worth it taking a loan for just that. No, it's about right, I think. It's perfect. It's perfect. Apparently this is a little bit too... Yeah, I lost 3,000 men. Now I remember. So that's why the puzzle didn't actually work as intended. But yeah, as you can see, I can actually take quite a lot of provinces. This should work out, even though I can also take this one. No reason to take too much. We'll take this, and then we'll start beating at Austria, I think. It's about high time, really. We need to get them out of the picture before we go too far. I'll probably also annex Croatia. I'll probably use Ruthenia or something behind here, Moldavia perhaps, to take the rest of Hungary. So it's not really that much of a fuss. So Bosnia and also Croatia is definitely on the list of annexation and will be done so pretty swiftly. We'll also then give up the call on Dalmatia, and then we can all live happily ever after, more or less. So there are 2 people on the menu right now, and those people are... Let's see, I think I can sell Smogny, since to the fact that it's a 5 province for... it's a 5 base tax. I think I can sell those without... Yeah, as you can see, it actually has something to do with the base tags. So, base tags, base tax! What am I saying? So, that's nice. But for now, I seriously have to start the annexation of these guys. They are working to improve relation in Galicia. We'll send a gift, and then we'll start the annexation of England left a military coalition. Good. Coalition, which is pretty damn good. But for now, let's get this annexation started. I do not have a diplomat guy, and that has its reasons, as one might imagine. And the simplest way to explain that is basically due to the fact that they're only level 2 ones, and they cost a little bit too much for me to actually maintain. So I don't actually want to buy those. But I guess you can understand the rest. But for now, I'll just get the provinces sold, and we'll prepare for another war against Castile. I guess I should quit this altogether, as bad as my pronunciation has become. It's honestly horrible. You can't say anything else. I'll shout you down if you do. But yeah, for now we'll get another war against Castile, and then we'll go after Venice and the smaller outbreakers. I'll probably just use the 12,000 man army to deal with them, But as you can see, it's not really that difficult to keep the aggressive expansion load. The problem now will be to deal with the blobby France, the blobby Austria, and to some extent England, because they're kind of a little bit too united, and the French don't actually dare attack them. So I need to take them down before they kill off Scotland. Because if they kill off Scotland, then I'm definitely in well, I would say deep trouble. We'll leave it at that. But for now, I'll get my troops in position, then we'll declare war on Castile and Portugal again. We'll see how that goes. There we go, troops are in position, and I feel sorry for Castile. You are once again up for a beating here. Shouldn't actually be too much of a problem if I do take... Well, they don't actually have that many provinces left. 3, 4, 8, 9. They're going down. Seems like Castile is alone this time. No, Portugal joined in, and with that I can live happily ever after. Once again, not really that many troops to deal with. The problem will be sieging these annoying little islands, I guess I should say. How many troops do they have? They have 21,000. They do have quite a lot. Let's see if we can find the Castilian army and destroy that one. There it is. We found it on the first try. That's actually the biggest one. So let's get the sieging going, and we are basically ready to win this one as well. We'll see how it goes. Once again, as you can see here, we do have fair, troops are far. Our troops are far superior to the Castilian troops, which makes it fairly easy to just slaughter them all, to be honest. And also that makes these wars ridiculously one-sided, but not much I can do about that, to be honest. It's simply how the game works, and I'm basically sure that I can siege everything on the mainland with the troops that I already have. Which of course also is a very good thing, because that means that the war is virtually over. Weeds in a garden. So I got a random religion change. Not really that much I can do about it, except convert it back. So since I do have a free guy, not really a problem doing it either. So with this, we are basically set. Everything on the Prime Island is under siege. All we have to do is wait, and then we'll probably go for these ones as well. So let's see. I believe truce is up with most of the. Yep, truce is up with most of the smaller ones. So we'll start simply taking these guys in under a banner again as well. Not really anything they can do about that. And also due to the fact that if you have provinces overturned territory, as you can see, you don't actually have to use a diplomat to make them feel good about you. And we'll also hand over most likely these two as well, so that I can start messing with Austria here. But for the time being, we'll focus on getting Castile and Portugal off the map, and then we'll probably move a little bit north to the Iberian wedding. Are you kidding me? No, you aren't kidding me, but they didn't join the war. So, Castilian Roman rebels and Portuguese patriots, and basically everyone that doesn't like me decided that now is the time to pop up, or shout it, as it were. But I don't actually have any way to reinforce troops to actually disappear in this area, so we'll just siege and we'll deal with these guys when the time comes, or when we siege most of the land. We'll simply have to wait. So the war with Montenegro here actually is dragging out quite a lot. I thought I would be done by the time we'll be done with Castile and Portugal, but that's not the case. But as you can see here, this was basically done. Hilariously enough, the Portuguese capital is now Madeira, and with that, I'm kind of unsure if they actually have an island here, but we'll figure it out soon enough. Also, another thing that's kind of a interesting topic right now is the fact that I'm very much tempted to attack England. As you can see here, they do have basically taken most of Scotland, so if I go for the purely mean tactic here of actually vassalizing said nation, then that should potentially screw them over to the extent that I can basically then reborn Scotland, feed them the remainder of, or the rest of England, and then use that to my great advantage here. Also, still is getting some very high war exhaustion, which is good for me. I want to keep it going a little bit longer, simply so that I can sell the province straight away and not suffer from the overextension. But of course, the siege of this place is going on forever. Let's see here. 1,040 days. 3 years. 3 years it took to take that city, with 12,000 men most of the time. That is ridiculous, but at least it's over, and now they are once again under Ottoman rule. So with this, All remains to do now is go for the war against Venice. It'll have to wait because we will go for the vassalization of Scotland first, and then purely a war against the English. I'm also very tempted to actually go for a more or less the annexation of Scotland, simply annex them, then declare England straight away, simply so I will have a place to declare from. It's also very tempting to go after Tyrone, for example, due to the fact that they are actually vassal of England. So I should probably go after Minster or something then. But yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be considered. But vassalizing Scotland and declaring on England could potentially be a good thing. But I need to kind of annex Navarra for that to actually work. But we'll have plenty of time to figure it out. So for now, we'll start the annexation, I guess, of the Portuguese lands, and then we'll also deal with other things afterwards. As I said, this is actually the capital. Hilarious enough. I'll also take Rio de Oro. Simply covered myself. I'll take these islands next time. Should probably take them now, but we'll wait. But also, this proves that I do have another island or some. I have no colonies or something. We'll have to figure it out and deal with it accordingly. But for now, not really that much else I can do. We'll have to wait for that guy to get home, and then we will be making peace with Castile, and hopefully then we'll be able to make this all work out to our advantage, as you might imagine. We'll also go ahead and take, well, we'll wait a little bit. I need to, of course it's too far away, but it's not that big, so it shouldn't be a problem. We'll go ahead and hire that guy and send one guy there, and I guess we can then go for the admin tech 6. Production efficiency increased by 10%, can now build a farm estate. All which are good things. But what I'm very much looking forward to is getting rid of Castile, or getting out of the war with Castile here. As Castile will be taking some provinces, up to 99%, and it's just 3 provinces. We're taking back Murcia and taking these 2. I could take Andalusia and Jaén as well, or instead, but they are they're hilariously expensive, so we'll wait with that. But for now, as I said, we'll go ahead and annex these things, and we'll sell as many of these, of course, as we can before we end up in a ton of trouble. So let's see, we can probably sell Lisboa straight away. No, these guys are still overextended. That is very bad. That means that I am in kind of deep trouble here. They'll at least take that one, or they will at least take that one, which is pretty good for me. Let them complain, we'll suppress them with force then. I'll deal with them afterwards. For now, I'll simply have to try and sell these provinces and kill off, of course, the Castilian patriots. Austria left a military coalition after killing off, well, Castile. So, that's always nice, but I have other things to worry about right now. They will take that one, good. I'm still a little bit over, but not too much, not something that I can't deal with. I'm pretty sure they won't take Lisboa though, as well. They might, but yeah, I kind of doubt it. No, price is above treasury, so they might actually take this one as well. Great, that solves that problem. And Galicia is now basically ripe for annexation, and I think I'll actually just go ahead and do it. No real reason to keep them alive anymore. I think I'll just feed Navarra this last one, I'm pretty sure, or Granada, once they've actually called this one. So, not anything to fuss around about, and I think I also now can vassalize if I want Portugal, and I think I'll actually do that. I'll vassalize Portugal and simply use them as a colonizing weapon for me. I could also potentially hire a guy because I am actually over my limits there. But yeah, I have to consider now: should I go off to Scotland or should I stay here at home and dealing with my problems here? It's definitely a troublesome situation, but we'll go ahead and start the annexation. The coring will definitely be done by then, so that's good. But in the next war, the aim will be to vassalize Portugal, and hopefully we can vassalize Castile too down the line. Then we have 2 colonizers. Probably do the same thing with England if we get that far. So I simply need 3 spots for them, and that means that most of my spots are already taken, unfortunately. But yeah, I should probably focus a little bit more on Europe itself and not the Americas. Unfortunately, this episode is dragged out as well. I do apologize. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.